Good morning, folks. It's Christmas Day 2019, and we're out at First Creek Denver open space. It's actually the back side of the arsenal. So what's behind me now is the arsenal out there where we've seen the buffalo and deer and everything. And then on this side we got a huge prairie dog town. Fortunately, these guys weren't affected by the plague, it looks like, that went through over the summer and took out about 10,000 prairie dogs in the area. So it's about a 1.5 mile hike out to First Creek. There's a pond out here. So we're gonna walk out here and see if there's any interesting birds or anything that we haven't seen before. We've never been out to this side. Not a whole lot to this trail so far. We're real close to the road that goes to the airport. You might be able to see it behind me. It's because we're way on the other side, but got a little creek that's running behind me. That's the actual First Creek. And that's about it. It's kind of boring. Wendy's got something to say.
Yeah, Wendy's got something to say. The snow on the ground is from November, probably Thanksgiving. I just heard on the radio this morning that we have had no snow so far in December. Absolutely. I don't think any rain either. So here we are at the 25th. There's a chance tonight, but we'll see.
Like 30%, not much.
Yeah.
So we're up at the First Creek overlook now. This is the end of the trail, but we got a couple of whitetails right out here getting all spooky because they can see us up here. The overlook is probably 10 feet in the air, so they got to run away faster. So there's a couple of bison over there. Got some more bison over here, fairly decent herd over here, and the city of Denver down there with the Rocky Mountains behind it. So this is the back side of the arsenal. Never been out here. Not a whole lot to it. Maybe in the spring and summer there'll be more things out here, birds and other creatures. But supposedly over there in those cottonwoods somewhere is an eagle nest, and that is one of the reasons this arsenal is here, because they found in the 80s they found a nesting pair of eagles out here, so they turned it into this national wildlife refuge. But the eagle nest that's over here in these trees has been there since, I think I read 2002, and the eagles mate for life, and this pair has been coming back to this nest every year since 2002. So that's a pretty well biologically successful pair of eagles. So we've decided to take a different route back. We came out on the trail, and then we found that this sidewalk is here, and it actually goes out to an old paved road, and there's actually some kind of monument out there. So we're gonna walk back that way. and see what's out there. So we don't know what this is. There's a sign, which it looks like they just put up. So they haven't put the sign yet. Looks like it's got fresh concrete down on the poles. They just don't have the sign on it yet. So we were kind of speculating that it might have been an old homestead, but the brickwork and everything looks too modern for that. So maybe it was something to do with the military when this was the arsenal. So we'll just have to come back out here once they get the sign up and see what it was. And we're also thinking that it might be kind of cool to keep coming out here over the summer and watching how this land recovers after the prairie dogs got taken out by the plague, because it was obviously a very big town and pretty well overpopulated by prairie dogs. So we'll see how it recovers over the summer from the lack of prairie dogs being on it. But we've got some brickwork here, and that cement's really thick, so I'm thinking this might have been another bunker or something. And what they were watching was the trajectory of the ordnance, the missiles and things that they were shooting when they were testing them to use them in World War II. Okay, so that's our Christmas Day hike for 2019. We went about 4 miles, and not a real exciting trail, but it's pretty good. Be interesting to see it in the summertime when there's more birds and things out here. I imagine that water is a pretty good draw for ducks and other migratory birds. So we'll come back in the spring and check it out again. I hope everybody's having a great Christmas, and we'll see ya when we get to go out again. Hopefully New Year's Day.